I'll rip you with my teeth and screw your ankles and your feet.
Now I understand the strange subtlety of Euripides. Woman is the most shameful beast of all the beasts that be.
Come, Rhodope, let us pick up our water jars once more.
Oh, cursed drab, what is that water for?
What is your fire for, you smelly corpse?
To burn, to build a fire and make your comrades ready for the urn.
And I've the water to put out your fire immediately.
What, you put out my fire?
Yes, sirrah, as you will soon see.
I don't know why I hesitate to roast you with my flame.
If you have any soap, you'll come out cleaner than you came.
Cleaner! You dirty slut!
And not so bad to lie. To keep your insolence. I'm a free woman,
I'll make you hold your tongue.
Henceforth, you'll serve in no more juries.
Let's burn off her hair for her.
Now forward! Water! Quench their fury!
Oh, dear! Oh,
Oh dear! Cold!
So, was it hot?
Hot? Enough! Oh!
Water perhaps your balloon? Why not?
I'm wrinkled up from shivering.
Next time you fire, you'll warm yourselves and leave us to our lot.
Cold.
Oh, gods, here comes this guy.
Magistrate, he'll show them.
How the luxurious rites of the women glittered, their libertine show, the drumming of the tapped-out crowds, the Sabbathean mysteries sung at their mom. Adonis been wept at death on the terraces, as I heard on the last day of the assembly. For Demostratus, let bad luck befall him, was roaring, "We must sail for Sicily!" While his wife, throwing herself about in a dance, lopsided with drink, was screaming out, "Weep for Adonis!" Then Demostratus shouted, "We must levy hoplites at Zacynthus!" And there his wife, screaming from a housetop, up to her ears in wine, was reaching out, "Adonis! Woe to Adonis!" Scoundrelly politician, lunatic ox, giving bad advice through tipsy shrieks. Such is the folly wanting in them.
If you knew the full effrontery, the insults they have done, besides sousing us with water from their pails to our public disgrace. They must stand here, wring our tunics like grown children.
And by Poseidon, justly done. For in part with us the blameless lie, for such dissolute behavior, and the pampered appetites that they've learned. Thus the seedling lusts to blossom. We go to a shop and say, "Goldsmith, do you remember the necklace that you wrought my wife? Well, the other night, in a fervor of a dance, her clasp broke open. Now I'm off for Salamis. If you've the leisure, come over at midnight and stick up both pins in her open clasp." We go to the cobbler. You know the one, the soldierly fellow, always standing erect. And we say to him, "Cobbler, a sandal strap of my wife pinches her. It hurts her in a place where she's sensitive. Come over at noon and see if you can widen out this thing that troubles her. You know, loosen its tightness." And so you see the result. Observe my case. I, a magistrate, have come here to draw money to buy oar blades. And what happens? The women slam the door full in my face. Well, standing still is no use. clear the gate, and I'll chastise this their impertinence. What are you gaping at, wenches? Looking for taverns, I suppose. Clear the gate, and Chris open the door. I'll Chris away myself.
Stop this banging! I'm coming of my own accord! Why bars? It is not bars we need, but common sense.
Indeed, you slut! You, arrest this woman. Tie her hands behind her.
If he brushes me with a finger, by Artemis, the public menial will be sorry for it.
Are you afraid? Grab her about the middle. You two then, lay hands on her and end this.
If I can dress this eye of your hand so much as touches her, I will spread you out and trample on your guts.
My guts!
Your guts.
Find this one who talks so prettily.
Why, Fosford, if your finger doesn't move out of her way, you'd better have a sergeant somewhere handy.
You too! Arrest this woman. I'll put an end to these surprise parties.
Mandatory Artemis! 1 inch near my finger and it's a bald man that'll be yelling.
What is this? Come here. Surely, women can never defeat us.
Yes. Well, I don't know.
Close thy ranks, Scythians. Forward after.
Oh my God, my God.
By all the goddesses, you will find here 4 companies of the most pugnacious women, armed canopied from the topmost lowering curl to the lowest angry dimple.
On, my Scythians! And bind them!
Retire and do not rob the dead.
Is it over yet?
Well, how basically did my horse?
Pretty basically.
You thought it was a herd of slaves you had to tackle, and you did not guess the thirst for glory ardent in our blood.
Oh, I know all too well of the heat that thirsts you, especially when a wineskin's close.
You waste your breath, dear magistrate. I fear an answer back. What's the use of arguing with such a rampageous pack? Remember how they washed us down? These very clothes I wore with water that looked nasty and smelled so even more.
What else to do, since you advance too dangerously now?
If you should do the same again, I'll punch you in the eye.
Though I will stay at home and most a quiet life enjoy, polite to all and every, for I'm naturally coy. But if you should wake a wasp's nest, a wasp you must beware! Okay, this frosty contains. It's too great to bear. No idea.
We must question them, and find if they'll perchance declare why they strangely dare to seize on Kranos' citadel, that eerie and inaccessible, the shrine above the precipice.
The Acropolis!
Probe them, and find what they mean with this idle talk. Listen, but watch they don't try to deceive. For neglecting your duty most certainly, if this mystery of plum you leave.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you!
Tell what I ask you directly. Come. Why do you bar up on our noses our own temple gate?
To first take the treasury out of your management and so stop the war through the absence of gold.
Oh, gold is the cause of war, then?
Yes, gold caused it and miseries more. 'Twas for money and money alone that Pysander and his army of mob agitators raised up revolutions. But it won't make sense to be a traitor, because not an obol they'll get for their loot, not an obol, while we have the treasure chest in our command.
What is it that you propose?
Just this, merely to take the treasury henceforth in our hands.
The treasury?
Yes! Of our capabilities, you have had various clear evidences. Firstly, we have always managed soundly the budget of all home expenses.
But this matter's different.
How is it different?
Why, it deals cheaply in wartime supplies.
But we abolish war straight by our policy.
And what will you do when emergencies arise?
Face them our own way.
What, you will?
Yes, we will.
There's no help for it then. We're all destroyed.
No, willy-nilly. You must be safeguarded.
This is madness!
Well, it seems you're annoyed. It must be done, that's all there is to it.
Such oppression never, oh never in the past have I borne.
It seems you must be safe, Sarah, that's all there is.
But we don't want to be saved!
It just has to happen.
Why do you women come prying and meddling in matters of state touching wartime and peace?
That I will tell you.
Tell me quickly, or
Hearken a while, and from threatening, cease.
I cannot. It is growing too insolent.
Come on. You've got far more to fear than me.
Stop your croaking, you old carrion crow! You may continue.
Be calm then, and I'll go ahead. All the long years, while the hopeless war dragged along, we, unassuming, forgotten, and quiet, endured without question, endured in our loneliness all your incessant child's antics and riot. Our lips we kept tied, though aching with silence, though well all the while in our silence we knew how wretchedly everything still was progressing by listening dumbly the day long to you. For always at home you continued discussing the war and its politics loudly, and we sometimes would ask you, our hearts deep with sorrowing, though we spoke lightly, though happy to see. What's to be inscribed on the side of the treaty stone? What dear was said in the assembly today? Mind your own business, he'd answer me growlingly. Hold your tongue, woman, or else go away. And so I would hold it.
I could not be silent for any man living on earth. No, not I.
Not even for a staff?
And so I would sit in the house feeling dreary and sigh, while ever arrived some fresh tale of decisions more foolish by far and presaging disaster. And then I would turn to him and say, "Oh, my dear husband, why still do they rush on destruction the faster?" At which he would look at me saying, "Keep for your web and your shuttle your care, or for some hours hence your cheeks will be sore and hot. Leave this alone, war is man's sole affair."
By Zeus, a man of fine sense he.
How sensible! You dotard! Because he at no time had lent his intractable ears to absorb from our counsel one temperate word of advice convention of all wives through Hellas here for a serious purpose was held, to determine how husbands might get back to wisdom despite their reluctance in time be compelled. Why then delay any longer? It's settled. For the future, you'll take up our old occupation. Now in turn, you're to hold tongue as we did and listen while we show the way to recover the nation.
We listen to you. You're mad. I won't stand for it.
Till I end, hold your tongue.
I'm to take orders from one who wears veils. May my neck be deservedly wrung.
Oh, if that's frustrating you, I've a veil here for your hair. I'll fit you out in everything, as is only fair. So pretty.
And I have a spindle for you, too. Hold this.
And the wool basket too.
Oh.
Here you go.
Girdled now, sit humbly at home, munching beans while you card wool and comb, for war from now on is the woman's affair.
Come then all and uncourageous apart, each in our comradely venture, taking her to part.
Oh, I could dance, 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 and be fresher after. I could dance away numberless suns to no weariness let my knees bend. Earth I could break with laughter, having such wonderful girls here to friend. Oh, the daring, the gracious, the beautiful ones. Their courage, unswerving and witty, will rescue our city.
Oh, sprung from the seed of the most valiant wombed grandmothers, scions of savage and dangerous nettles. Prepare for battle all, gird up thine angers. For our way the wind, the sweet wind of victory settles.
Oh, tender Eros, and lady of Cyprus, some flush of beauty I pray you devise to flash on our bosom. And oh, Aphrodite, rosily gleam on our valorous thighs. Joy will raise up its head through legions warring, and all of the far serried ranks of mad love bristle the earth to the pillared horizon, pointing in vain to the heavens above. I think that perhaps then they'll give us our title. Peacemakers.
Oh, what do you mean? Please explain.
First, we'll not see you now flourishing your arms about in the marketplace, clang again.
No, by the Papillon.
Still, I can conjure them as past where the herb stands and the crockeries, like corribans jingling.
Or sauce.
Fully armored, they noisily round on their promenade strolled.
And rightly so. That's discipline. They. How, may I ask, will your rule bring peace and order in lands so tormented?
Nothing is easier.
Tell me quickly, or what is this plan you boast you've invented?
Well, when yarn you're winding, if chances to tangle, then, as perchance you may know, through the scheme, still this way and that, the spool you keep passing, till it is finally clear once again. So, ambassador, no, so to untangle the war and its errors, Ambassadors out on all sides we will send. This way and that, here, there, round about. Soon you will find that the war has an end.
So, with household tricks and domestic analogies of skeins, spools, and threads, you think you'll solve such a bitter complexity, unwind such political problems? You're fools!
First, as we wash dirty wool so as to cleanse it, so with a pitiless zeal we will scrub through the city for all dirty pools and greasy fellows, burrs too, parasites off we will rub. Then you must never from this time imagine as scattered about, just like lost hanks of wool. Each portion will take and wind into the center, inward toward Athens, each loyalty pull, till from the vast heap, where all's piled together, at last can be woven a strong cloak of states.
How terrible it is to stand here watching them carted and winding at will without fate, as witless in war as they are.
What of us then, who must cry in vain as our children are born, but to perish afar and in vain?
Oh, let that one memory sleep.
And then we should be companions still merrily, happy as bridesmaids the livelong night. Yet we are forced to lie single, but leave for a moment our pitiful plight. It hurts even more to behold the poor maidens, helpless and wrinkling in sailor virginity.
Does a man not age?
Not in the same way. Not as a woman grows withered grows he. He, when returned from the war, though gray-headed, if he chooses, may still marry. She has no solace save peering for omens, wretched and lonely the rest of her life.
Often the old man will select.
Oh, why not finish and die? A coffin's beer is easy to buy. A honey cake I will knead you with joy. Miss Garland, we'll see you are decked.
I have some greets for you, too. In the final token, for the deceased.
Oh. What more is lacking? Karen Chuck's a boy. He wants to shove afloat. You're keeping him. Step aboard the boat.
Outrageous insults, Slushmile! Now, to my fellow magistrates, I will go, and what you perpetrated on me show.
Why are you blaming us for laying you out? Assure yourself will not forget to make the third day's offering early for your sake.
Men who call your loins your own, awake at last, arise, and strict to stand in readiness for some more perilous offensive in their heads they devise. I'm sure a tyranny like that of Hippias in this I detect.
They mean to put us under themselves, I suspect. and the Laconians assembling at Cleostenes' house have played a trick of war which provoked them madly to raid the treasury, in which term I include the pay for my food.
Is it not preposterous that they should speak to us on a subject such as battle?
And woman, about bronze bucklers, dare prattle and make alliance with the Spartans, a people I, for one, like hungry wolves, would most sincere shun. Some dirty game is up their sleeve, I believe.
A tyranny, no doubt. But they won't catch me that, no. Henceforth, on my guard I'll go. A sword with myrtle branches wreathed forever in my hand. And under arms in the public place, I'll take my watchful stand, shoulder to shoulder with Aristogides. And now, my staff I'll draw, and start at once by knocking that shocking hag upon the jaw!
Your own mother will not recognize you when you get back to town!
But first, my friends and allies, let us lay our garments down. And hark to me, fellow citizens, as I tell what will aid Athens well.
Here we go.
Just as right, for I have been a share in all the lavish splendor of this proud city. I bore the holy vessels at the age of 7. Then I pounded barley at the age of 10. Then soon after, dressed in yellow robes, I was little bear to barbarian Artemis. Then, neck-leaded with figs grown tall and pretty, I was a basket bearer. And so it is obvious that I should give advice I think good the very best I can. It should not prejudice my voice that I was not born a man and I have something advantageous to say in the present situation. For I'm taxed too, and as a toll, I provide men for the nation. But miserable gray beards, you, it is true, do nothing of any importance whatever to our needs. But the treasure, race against the means, you squandered and do nothing in return, save to make our lives of persons hazardous with some imbecile mistakes. What can you answer? Now be careful. Don't arouse my spite, or with my slipper I'll catch you napping, faces slapping left and right!
Oh, what villainies they contrive. Come, let vengeance fall. And you, who below the waist are still alive, off with your tunics at my call, naked off. For a man must rip to battle like a man. No quaking, brave step taking, careless what's ahead, white shoed